Peace and love, peace and love. I hope everyone is having an amazing day because I am on this gloomy Washington State day. It's still good. It's still good despite. And you know what? That's one of the things too. You should never let the weather drive you. The weather is a blessing. The weather is a blessing. If you haven't gotten to a place where you appreciate what the outside is doing and what nature is doing, then I'm gonna suggest you get outside. Let the rain fall on your skin. Get connected that way. That's one of the major things I've learned on my journey is how everything plays a part in your purpose. And that's what drove me to this live today. We all have purpose. And I can guarantee you that some people look, I'm gonna get this fixed today. This just really don't make no sense. I'm gonna get it together, and I'm bad on the field. But we all have purpose. Now I do now know, and I understand now that everybody will not get the opportunity to live within their purpose in this lifetime here. But then you have people like me who know people who've seen my growth, right? Who've seen the place I was at and then the place that I am now. Some people don't even know who the hell I am, okay? Some people think that I'm not Keela, like the Keela that they know. And I can honestly say I am, but I have completely changed my life in the most amazing way once I realized what the mission ultimately is here on earth. We all have purpose. We don't have to sit in our trauma. We don't have to sit in the things that don't feel good to us. We feel like we have to accept the life that we currently have, the life that we are living out of fear, anxiety, depression. It does not have to end there. Just over almost 2 years ago, I was trying to figure out how to live with anxiety, with depression, with anger. I was trying to figure out how could I go on and be okay and learn to live within this world with all of this inside of me. I was trying to figure that out. And I was looking to everybody outside of me for answers. When everybody outside of me had issues too. Everybody outside of me was just trying to make it. Hey girl. But I realized that I had to change my thought process. I had to realize that it was nobody outside of myself that could help me. That was like one of the major, most blessing lessons that I've learned. I had to go here. And then I realized I am the universe. It's here. The answers are here. So we all have a purpose. Hey, babe. We all have purpose. We don't have to sit in fear. We don't have to sit in negativity. But what we do have to do is stop running from it. You have to stop running from yourself. You have to sit and do your work. Some people run from therapy. Look, therapy. I was going to therapy for years. And then finally, when I transitioned from my job to now, found the person who told me, you have to feel your pain. You have to invite it back into your life. And you have to go through the steps. You have to, journal? You have to have a meditation life. You have to have a prayer life. Like it's a for real thing. And it has to become your life. Because if you're waking up every day and you're going through the motions, just going through, it'll never change. you'll come across the same pattern over and over and over again. And I talked about that on my video yesterday. If you don't realize that every step that you're taking and every pattern that you come across is the same, you're failing the test, and it's time to make a change. You either need to remove certain relationships to the side, especially those that's not pouring into you into a positive way. We have to realize that we are in our own way as we look at the relationships, look at what you're doing to yourself, and look at how you're placing yourself in your life. We put everything before us. We're not even in our own schedule. So when you wake up and your first thought isn't you and what you can do to have a better day, or how you can set that intention on what you can obtain for you that day, then you have to practice fitting yourself into your own schedule. Because I also realized when I didn't have myself on a schedule, I was not a good mother. I was not a good wife. I was just existing, trying to make it to the next day. Then that's when alcohol was being abused. It was all these low vibrational things that causes you and keeps you at a stuck place. We all have purpose, y'all. You have to go find your purpose. That means sitting with yourself. That means letting those things that you don't want to think about, that trauma you don't want to deal with, that fear that you have in your heart, you have to invite those things in your life, and you have to deal with it for a moment. You have to deal with it for a moment to gain wisdom from it. Because if you get to a place where you burying it, you'll never live in a peaceful place. And that's the part I feel like we aren't learning anywhere. And that's when I knew that it's nobody outside of me that could help me. Because people aren't telling you what to do with your pain. Your pain brings purpose. That's what the message is here today. Your pain brings purpose. We're living in our pain and we're not processing it to bring us purpose, to bring us wisdom, to bring us our power. You'll know when you start to look at people as you grow within your power, within your purpose, that we're all here to right our wrongs. We're all here to fix what broken us. We're not supposed to stay broke. It's not meant for us to stay broken. It's not meant. That goes against everything that the universe has planned for us. That goes against yourself. When you start looking to humanity for your answers, you're wrong. You're wrong. When you're not even giving yourself the opportunity to help yourself, you are wrong. It goes against you. It goes against that's why you're stuck. That's why you have anxiety. That's why the fear is there. We're lost. If you continue to go to humanity, you'll stay in that low vibe, low and stuck place. Because humanity is going to keep you where they want you. They don't want us flowing within the power that we have inside. It's peace there. And even I always say too, if you're standing up against something and you have a choice, and one choice would bring you peace and the other one would keep you in a place of fear, in a place of anxiety, why not choose peace? It is a little bit more difficult on the peace side because, you got to approach some things about yourself, and it's scary to lean on what you can't see. It's easy to go with humanity because you can see them. You can see the lies they say, the lies that they tell. You can see the evilness, and that's the route we still choose, unfortunately. But because we can't see what purpose look like over there and what peace look like over there, we continue to go left. We continue to go against ourselves. It is time. And yeah, still accept it. Even when it don't, you're going against a brick wall. And you know it's going against everything that you feel. It's going to, we feel that we are gifted with a feeling of knowing right or wrong, good or bad. But we go to the bad because it's comfortable. And you can see it. And a lot of people say, well, at least we know they're evil. At least we know they're not right. But what about you? Are you not giving yourself the opportunity? Are you just going to constantly sleep on yourself? You're going to constantly raise your kids with your trauma? It is time out for trusting evil just because you can see it. It is time to look within yourself. I just really would love for people to, and I always say this too, give yourself 10 minutes a day. Better yet, 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes at night, to give yourself an opportunity to change your own life. We are all capable of a peaceful, purposeful life. We are all capable. Look, I should be an inspiration. Like, I'm an example of that life. That's why I get on here and I make these videos and I talk about it, because everybody has an opportunity to find themselves. Everybody has an opportunity to use their pain for power, use their pain for purpose. We all have that opportunity. You just have to be brave enough, strong enough to use it. And it'll be something that once you feel that, you're gonna want to keep that. You're going to want to keep that going. You're going to want to know more, because you're going to be like, dang, what I know, I couldn't have got this out of a book. I couldn't have got this out of a book. You have to trust yourself. You have to lean on what you cannot see. Go within so that you can feel, that you can see, and that you connect to more than just yourself. You'll be surprised. That's why I say no matter what the weather's like, it's raining here, but it's still so beautiful. Go outside. Even if it's hot where you are, let the sun shine on you. Let the rain fall on you. It was a time we didn't even go outside. Take y'all ass outside, okay? Take y'all ass outside. Give yourself the opportunity to embrace everything that this world has for us. Nature being one. And take care of it too. Stop littering. All right? Take care of it. You're right. He who has eyes see clearly. See clearly. See clearly. Because even, and you know what the perfect example with that is meditation. Most meditation, your eyes is closed. But this eye is open. And you turn everything inward. And everything shuts down. And you allow your real thoughts to come. And sometimes the thoughts will be information. And other times it'll be God or the universe telling you, this is what I need you to work on within you. And guess what you need to do? You need to work on that. Give yourself the opportunity to feel though. I was just telling my husband this morning, it was some stuff about my past that I had to revisit. And I ain't saying the ones that hurt me in the ways that I may have hurt others. Healing is the real thing. And it's not always going to be butterflies and flowers. It's not supposed to if you're growing. But the main part about healing, either the pain or the pain you've caused, the pain that was inflicted on you and the pain that you've caused, is that you can get to a place to where you can't even use it against you, let alone anybody else can't use it against you. That's why we have to heal from it, so that you can speak from a place of wisdom, a place of clarity, a place of knowing, because you've learned from that. Again, we all have a purpose here. We're not supposed to die in misery. We're not supposed to die in pain. We don't have, and I don't even want to say we, because I'm serious about what I do. I get up every morning. When my internal clock go off, even if I'm still sleepy, I get up and I meditate. And then sometimes I go on back to bed. And then before I go to bed, I meditate. And even sometime in the middle of the day, I go and have my time of peace and my time of solitude. Because that's how important this is to me. I don't ever want to be caught slipping. I feel like if I don't make that a part of my life, it's just like getting caught with your pants down. And humanity can get in you. It can instill fear in you. And that's another thing. It's certain things that I don't even allow myself to watch, because I see the goal that the elites have, the goals that humanity has for us, especially people like us. It's not good. It's not good. Don't have people outside of you controlling you. Don't have people outside of you scaring you into something that you know you don't feel right about. You're going against everything, against what your body is telling you. We're blessed with gifts. Okay? We're blessed with a feeling. We're blessed with intuition. We're blessed with all these things, and we don't even use it. We don't even use it. We fall for the trap every time. Even if it don't make sense, we still do it. And all I ask too is, when humanity puts something in front of you, don't be quick to say yes. Give yourself some grace. Give yourself some time to think about it, to meditate on it. I promise you, if you ask the question, you'll get the answer. And sometimes it may be, I always say, and I tell people, I give myself 3 days. I give myself 3 days to heal from something that pops up for me. And I give myself 3 days to get an answer if I don't get it right then. But you have to get to a place where you trust yourself. And if it's some way or something that you're going through and you're looking for answers, and you've been looking for answers, and you haven't found anything, it's because they don't have the answers. They don't have the answers. You do. They do not have the answers. Trust yourself. Believe in yourself. The things that I had planned for me when I had gotten out the military, that wasn't part of my purpose, because I'm not doing it. When I left the military, that was the universe saying, this is not for you. This is going against everything that you believe to be true. And I went for years believing that, but that was part of my journey. Like, look, that was probably one of the highlights of my life. And when I got out, I was thinking I was going to be at the post office. But then I started to heal my mental illnesses. Heal my mental illnesses. I stopped wanting to be on medication. I got to a place I didn't even want to talk to people, because I would lose my train of thought mid-sentence. So I shut the noise off. I shut the noise of the world off, and I went into solitude. I didn't know what I was gonna get. I didn't even know if there was a God. I ain't know. I didn't know anything. I just knew that this is the last little bit I got in me before I decide that I don't want to be here anymore. And my life changed drastically. And I'm sitting here a whole life coach, speaking on things that sometimes I don't even know about. Half the time with these videos, I don't even rewatch. But when I do, I'm moved by some of these things. I'm moved. We all are capable of purpose. We all have a purpose. But if you don't have, and I like to say spiritual life, because sometimes people confuse spiritual with religion. It's not the same. It is not the same. I don't consider myself religious. But I'm crazy about myself. I'm crazy about myself. And I also know that when I started this life, I wasn't looking for a God. But I found it within me. I did. I'm not religious, but I love the universe and I love the hell out of God, okay? On some goddess energy. All right? So that's all I have. We all have a purpose. You have to go find yours. And it starts within you. My self-care tip for today is make a vision board. Do it on a piece of paper, your computer, or whatever. Make a vision board. A vision board is deeper than just putting some glue and stickers and magazine clippings on a piece of paper or whatever. That's you manifesting. Manifesting. If you can't get up every day and pray and meditate or whatever it is that you would like to call it, and you're not manifesting anything for your life, we need to change that today. Like, today. Manifest. Things really do come to pass if you put your energy towards it and you set that intention. Even if you don't know what your purpose is, just start with you. Start loving you. Start with self-love first, and the rest will unfold. You don't have to go in straight to the purpose. The purpose is ultimately you. You shedding all that weight, all the layers of pain, the layers of karma, good karma and bad. It starts with you deeply loving you. Not your physical appearance, the inside of you, the all of you, the hurt you, the abuse you. It starts with that self-love first. That's where the purpose begins. If you don't know what your purpose is, it unfolds when you start to truly love yourself. And you're not truly loving yourself if you're not giving yourself time, any time out of the day, to just be you or be still. And if you're having an issue sitting in silence and sitting in solitude, ask yourself, why am I resisting me? Why can't I get to me? What am I running away from? The main reason I hear that people do not meditate is because, I can't sit still. My mind won't stop. That's a part of it. And we run away from that. That's when you need to sit still the most. There's no way you will get to your purpose place if you don't know how to sit with yourself and get to know who you truly are underneath all that pain. That's where purpose starts. All right, all right, all right. Well, y'all, we got purpose, and we got to get there's power in numbers. We need people to wake up to themselves. We need people to wake up to their power. We need people to wake up. Get out of the sunken place. Stop leaning on them folks that's dead. They're spiritually dead. Stop leaning on them for answers. Stop leaning on them to know what your culture like. Get to know who you are. Talk to your grandparents and your old aunts and even your mama and dad. Talk to them about their life. See what your ancestral path was like or is like. And see how it affects you now. Get to know that. I've learned my family has a long line of abandonment and neglect. And some of us were abused. Learn about them before they leave so you can learn about you. Please. Hey, girl, I'm just about to hop off too. But we all have a purpose. Don't stop. Do not stop. Give yourself some grace and give yourself some space. Purpose does not unfold if you're not giving yourself time and you're not giving yourself attention and you're not loving yourself deeply. Stop leaning on humanity for your answers. They're all inside. It's all within. The universe is within. Get out into nature. Appreciate nature. Appreciate everything that this life has to offer you. The answers are there. I'm telling you. Yeah, girl, catch up. Yeah, I miss you too. But okay, y'all go out there, be love, be light, be peace, so that you can receive love, light, and peace. Peace.